Hey guys, welcome back to Blaze Goddess Tarot. For today's bigger card reading, we are looking into how does your boss view you versus other employees. You got pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Go ahead and pause the reading and pick the crystal that calls out to you the most. Hi, pile number 1, if you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But the way we're going to do this reading is that I have 2 decks, and we're just going to lay out both the cards. How your boss views you is going to be with this deck, and how they view other employees is with this deck. So we're going to start with how they view you. How does your boss view you? How does... You have the Ace of Pentacles. How does pile number 1's boss view them? Page of Wands. How does their boss view? You got the 5 of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, you have the 10 of Swords. I feel like your boss thinks that you kind of have like a wandering eye. Like you're gonna be looking for other jobs. They do see you as a gift to the company, you know, and it really hurts to see you go. I also feel like maybe they think that you're just looking for a better opportunity for yourself. Like that you're not content, that you're not really happy with the job, and that you just want to leave instead of trying to just find a different position. Like they see you as just like abort the whole mission instead of just switching, you know? How does your boss view other employees? You have the Ace of Wands. Okay, the 7 of Cups is the only one that stayed out. Put all the other ones back. Then you have the 8 of Swords. This is kind of crappy. I mean, it's cool, but it's crappy. Let me look at the bottom of the deck energy. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, it is a crappy energy. I feel like your boss is seeing other employees as, yeah, a new beginning with this Ace, but also kind of like a new, fresh slate. Like, they feel like with the 7 of Cups, I feel like they think that they can make these other employees kind of like you. And with the Knight of Pentacles, it seems like they know that it's going to be a journey, that it's going to be one heck of a process. But with the 8 of Swords, I feel like they kind of feel like that's all they have left. Like they kind of are stuck with this. They're stuck with these people. But they're really hurting with you. They're really hurting with you. Pull some more cards. How does your boss view you? You have the 8 of Pentacles. Under the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. You have the Whale, which is, I'm pretty sure, the Wheel of Fortune. And then the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this just confirms what I've been saying already, though. You have the Eight of Pentacles under the Ace of Pentacles, which, you know, just talks about how you are a true blessing to the company, that you really do bring a lot to the table. They see you as a hard worker, and that you're definitely one of a kind. And then with the Page of Wands, with the Whale, like, even this card, you know, she's following the compass. I mean, not the compass, the pendulum. You know, this girl is going with the flow. I feel like your boss may think it's like kind of like a hole, like a rabbit hole. Like, you might honestly not make it through. You know? But the Five of Cups, like, I think some of y'all are actually going around the whale, but your boss may think that you're actually going in it. So, like, maybe you're not thinking about leaving, you know? But that's what they're thinking. You know, that you're just going to take that leap, you're just going to fall. I mean, nothing too negative. I mean, I know I just said fall into a whale, but... maybe not, like, in a negative way, but maybe you'll fall under, you know how, like, some jobs, they put up a front, they say that you get this, this, and this, then it's constant raises, and they just sell you the dream. That's what they're thinking. So it's nothing negative. They're just hoping for the best. And I usually say that some of them are thinking about that, but honestly, I feel like your boss over here does have good intentions with you. They do respect you. They do like you. They definitely value you. And, like, with the Five of Cups, with the Seven of Swords, like, they think, again, like, you're slipping off with the Seven of Swords. And, like, even with the whale, like, this girl, she's looking around, you know? Look, you even got the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I just now looked. But that talks about moving to calmer waters, moving distance. You might even be moving locations. Yeah, you're definitely moving on with the situation, and your boss is really scared of that. How does your boss view other employees? You have the Sun. It's like they're trying to keep their cool about it. They're trying to tell themselves that it's going to be alright. There's the Nine of Cups again. I will take the Nine of Cups. Because that, I've seen that again. And you got the Tower poking out. I feel like there's one chaotic employee, I feel like. Yeah, then you have the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, they're, like, kind of forced to work with these people. With the Eight of Swords. Like, they're trying to make the best out of this situation over here with these employees. They're trying to realize, look, there's the Tower. What did I say? Like, it's like you leaving did cause a lot of destruction. Or them thinking of you leaving would cause a lot of destruction. But they're trying to remain positive about it, and they're trying to get the best they can out of the situation. I feel like they are happy with the other team. They are happy with the other employees. But I do feel like there's some things that they would change to make them more like you. Like, I ain't taking that back. Like, they have fear over here, but they have criticism over here a little bit. Just a little bit, though, because, like, your boss is lovely. You know, with the Nine of Cups, for some reason in this deck, it gives me community type vibes. But that also could just be, you know, you being in the middle and trying to make the other people around you be more like you, you know? But you even got the Eight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. So it's like they know that they're stuck working with these people. But like with the Sun and the Ace of Wands, like I feel like your boss is happy with the way things are, though. You know, like they're happy like to have the team, even if they're sad to see you go. You know, maybe this is kind of like what your boss needed to kind of like wake up and realize, you know, I do have a good team. I need to be more appreciative. You know, and it also could be, you know, one of those situations where, you know how, like, when one person quits or whatever, that's when they want to be nice to other employees to keep them around. That could also be what's happening. Especially with the Eight of Swords and the Three of Pentacles. Like, I feel like they're making it a way where, they have to stay with the company. They're trying to make everybody happy, you know. They're trying to keep everybody happy and keep them sticking around. But I feel like you definitely put them in panic mode. I feel like they're definitely in panic mode. But they definitely do value you as a worker. And they sad to see you go, but they made up their mind that that's what you're doing. So I don't know if you're actually doing that or not, but that's what they think that you're doing. So they are appreciating their crew, but I feel like it's kind of like a mind game. It's kind of like set up, you know. They're trying to make too many people happy right now. Like, they might be ordering them food or, you know, like little stuff like that. You know? But that is all I'm seeing for you, Pounder 1. Thank you so much for watching. If this reading resonated, please like, comment, subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. If you want to book a private one with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddessTarot.com. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! Hi, pile number 2. If you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But the way I'm going to be doing this reading is that this deck is going to be for how they see you, how your boss views you, and this is how they view other employees. So we are going to get started with how they view you. How does your boss see pile number 2? How does pile number 2's boss view them? Oh, you got the Three of Swords. How does pile number 2's boss? You have the Six of Wands. And the King of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Swords. I feel like your boss don't really know how to view you. With this Two of Swords, it's like indecision. Not really knowing where to go. And the Two of Swords, like Swords is a mentality, logical type card. So you have the King of Swords, so it's like they're still making their judgment. They're still taking it in. Like, because with the Three of Swords, when it came out, for some reason, sorry, like them calling you sorry, kind of popped up in my head, and I was like, that's a little rude. And then the Six of Wands came out, so it's like at the same time, like maybe your Josh is a little jealous. Maybe your boss thinks that you're a little above them and it makes them feel less than. So it's like they have to use their authority to kind of, you know, take charge. Or maybe that's how they view you. Or I feel like your boss kind of sees you as being kind of sad. And the way you kind of take control of the situation at work is because of that, like as motivation. But your boss don't really know what to think. It's like they feel bad for you, like they know something is wrong with the Three of Swords. But like at the Six of Wands, you know, they see you as being victorious, you know, everybody looks up to you. King of Swords could be like a very cold energy. How do they see other employees? How does Paul II's boss see other employees? You have Temperance. I feel like some of them think that some are here to help you grow and become better. Like they help balance you out. How does Paul number 2's boss view other employees? You have the Two of Wands and the Moon. So now this is kind of like a different energy than what I just said. I feel like there might be somebody that there is, you know, or like go back to what I said over here about how you kind of need people around to, you know, acknowledge you or whatever. I feel like that's only for some of y'all. I feel like that if that's your energy, then like I feel like your boss at least said something around those, you know, those words. You know, like that you make them feel some type of way, that you make them feel kind of jealous, you know, like you'll know that if your boss has bad intention or they feel some type of way low-key about you, you know. But like over here, how they view other employees is that they don't really know about the long term with them. I feel like with the Four of Swords being at the bottom of the deck, as you can see. Yeah, then you got the Seven of Swords. I feel like your boss is kind of sneaky with them over there. Oh, I feel like for some of y'all, this boss is trying to have some type of authority, so they might have to let you go to prove a point over here. So some of y'all's boss sees that as an opportunity to put their foot down with you, either fire you or become strict with you to prove a point over here. But honestly, like, your boss over here thinks that everything is up in the air. is not really any type of long term with these other employees, and that they don't really know what to do. Like, they might start laying people off. I feel like for some of y'all, y'all's boss will actually try to fight for you. You know, like, out of everybody, while you gotta make him, you know, be the one to prove a point type energy. Like, they would want to target somebody over here instead. I feel like they do value, though, with the Six of Wands. And I feel like the other employees do help bring up you to balance. Or they at least do the things around you to help you have more of a better flow. How do they view you? How does your boss view you? Can I get some more cards? There's all the Three of Swords. You have the Sun. Yeah, it's like they think that you're masking up your hurt feelings. Like, there's something that you're unhappy about. Yeah, like, you're unhappy about something, but you're using it as motivation to still get stuff done. You got the Sun and then the Death. And then you got the Seven of Pentacles. See, like, there's again, like, low-key sorry energy. Bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Cups. I feel like some of y'all's boss is jealous because that they feel like they kind of, like, met their match with you. They have to put their authority down to make themselves feel more relaxed with the situation, I feel like. I feel like a lot of their jealousy and a lot of the ways they view you is really how they view themselves. It's kind of really just projected. Or at least their insecurities are projected. But once you get past that, because I bet that's different for all of y'all. That part specifically, like the details between that. But I feel like under all of that, how they really view you once they get past that part is that they do see you as a hard worker. But it's like they have to convince themselves that there is something wrong with you for you to, in order to be this successful, you know? Like, they're trying to figure out what's behind the mask type thing. Like, oh, you know, they can't be having it this good. There's got to be something else going on behind the scenes. Like, even if it ain't like that, this person is like that. Yeah, they're going to continue to choose themselves and their delusion, you know, before the actual truth and reality. So how does your boss view... Ooh. You have the Two of Cups in reverse. That's interesting because when it fell, like in midair, I saw that it was the Two of Cups. But it landed face down. And I was like, okay, so whatever it lands on, these all my cards in my deck is upright. I don't usually do reversals unless I get called to. And I said to myself before I flipped it over, I was like, whatever it flips on and I see it as, I'm going to keep it as. And you have the Two of Cups in reverse. And it fell in the floor, so that's very important. It's another confirmation that, you know, you're not the same with this person. You know, like these people. Maybe there's two people that, you know, you're, like I said, like they have to let go of somebody. They're going to choose somebody over here instead of you. You know, that they're going to choose you to stay. But like with the Two of Cups, they definitely saying, like, again, these people ain't for them. They're not matching their energy. So it's like they don't really have to worry about it. Yeah, the Princess of Cups. They don't have to do so much over here, you know? There's no competition. So there's just nothing but comfort over here. Yeah, the sun. So that's interesting. There's the sun on both sides. But like over here, I feel like your boss is very selfish. I'm just gonna say it like that, because like with the moon and then the sun, like they kind of go back and forth. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. They're taking it slow. They're not really doing much. They're kind of just watching. And it's because they're not very passionate about what's coming up next. That's why they don't really see a future with this shift or these people, because they don't really feel like they're up to that level. They're not really up to that point in their career where they should be matching their energy. But they notice you being on the pedestal that they put you on, and they don't see anybody else like that. But alright, pile number 2, that is all I see it for you. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddessTarot. If this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. Oops, I did not mean to do that. But thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye! Hi, pile number 3, if you chose this crystal, then this is your reading. Before we get into it, I do want to say that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. And if this reading resonates, please subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. But how we're going to do this reading is that I got this deck for your energy, how your boss views you, and then I got this deck for how they view your other co-workers. So we're going to start with how they view you. So how does pile number 3's boss view them? How does pile 3's boss view them? How does pile 3's boss view them? I'll take these 3. You have the 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck, you have the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, they see you as a very hard worker. 3 of Pentacles and the 8 of Pentacles. You're definitely a hard worker. You're definitely a good member of the team. With the 8 of Wands, I feel like they think that you're the fastest. Like, you get your stuff done pretty fast. Very, very efficient. Sometimes there's confusion in the background, but with the Page of Wands, you have, like, the passion behind it to really take on challenges, you know? Like, you're happy to do so. You lead with passion. You have two Wands and 2 Pentacles. So not only are you passionate and motivated, but you also are grounded. You're very practical. You're very stable. Very dependable. Like, they can come to you for anything. Even if it's just like an idea. Like, your boss enjoys bringing up your ideas and making them into reality. But this is straightforward. I feel like they're also a little curious about you as well. Like, curious on where you're going in life type energy. like what you got up your next sleeve, what you're doing, but like in a really good way. So how do they view other employees? How does pile number 3's boss view 10 of Pentacles? View other employees. You have the 5 of Cups. How does pile 3's boss view? Then you have the 8 of Wands. And I'm going to go ahead and say that the 5 of Wands is with it. So, 8 of Wands with the 5 of Wands. Bottom of the deck, you have the 7 of Swords. So, y'all both got the 8 of Wands, okay? The 10 of Pentacles is still giving me the same energy on, you know, your side as well. That y'all are both, like, they see everybody as, you know, a team player, part of the team. I feel like with the 5 of Cups, sometimes they get disappointed over here, though. I feel like there's certain employees that, you know, kind of rub them the wrong way. Or if they go and ask them for something, it's always, like, a big issue, especially with the 5 of Wands. Like, sometimes if they bring an idea to, you know, somebody else on the team, it's, like, a bigger deal. You know, they have to, like, argue or make a deal and all this and that. Instead of, you know, just coming to you and giving you the idea and you kind of like going off and doing your own thing. Like over here it's kind of like pulling teeth, but you know, that's just special request, you know, special duties, like extra work, you know, like they still see that over here it's like still a good teamwork player type energy, like, but it's not, like, you are solo. This over here, you see the 10 of Pentacles, like, they're stacked up on each other, okay? Like, if we broke it down to, like, each employee at your place, like, it would just be a mix, I feel like. But they see everybody as one, you know? Y'all are a team. So it's like, originally with the 5 of Cups in original tarot, you know, this person is crying over 3 cups, but there's 2 good cups in the back, right? That's what's giving me the energy. Like, sometimes some people are pulling teeth. Sometimes, you know, it's happy energy. So it's like, your boss don't even really know how to feel. Like, they do, but they don't, you know? Well, I guess they do because they know, like, who to go to for something. And they know that they can always come to you and... Because, like, even if you look at the 7 of Swords, right? Some of these swords are in the ground. Some of them are pointing up. Some of them are just laying down. But there's one that's hiding behind this person's back, you know? I feel like you're that one behind the back, you know? Because they see you as, like, one of the golden ones. One of the ones that they can bring anything to and, you know, it flows. But they just think that it's kind of chaotic over here with the other employees. We'll keep going with this one since, you know, you have more cards over here. How do they view... Okay. You have the 7 of Cups under the 5 of Cups. Yeah, that just confirms what I was saying, like, already. Like, they get disappointed with a select few. So, with those select few, they don't give extra assignments to. They just, you know, just what they already signed up for. So, like, everybody does their part, but I feel like it's just, for some reason, like, extra. That's what your boss really looks for. And it's like... Crap, I don't know what card it was in this particular deck, but like even over here, like this person is like mapping it out, like writing down who they can go to and all this and that. It was the 7 of Swords. The person like had their hand like this, you know, like that. So it's kind of like them taking notice, you know, still getting everybody's attention, but having something behind their back, and it's really just like you. Like, they don't want people to know that really they have their eye on you. Yeah, that's the High Priestess. I was literally looking at the High Priestess. Again, like, they think more of a, who should I make do this? Who should I make do that? But I feel like your boss is in a lovely energy, though. Like, I feel like they actually do look at people's weaknesses and strengths. But it's not in, like, a friendship or a personal level. It is strictly work. You don't really have that many, like, cup cards. Yeah, and then there's the King of Swords. Like, how they view other employees is that they keep it strictly work. They decide who should be responsible for what. Just basically, like, service level stuff. Maybe they think about how they have to pass by one certain person every morning, how it's like pulling hair, how they don't want to, and all this and that. You know what I mean? But how do they view you? Let's go back to how your boss views you. How does your boss? How does pile 3? Boss. You have the Star. You have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, that one fell on the floor. Yeah, and then you got the Lovers in reverse. But then you got the Empress. So that kind of makes me feel like maybe you didn't want the exact job. Like, maybe they offered you a job position where you're closer to them. And, like, you didn't even really take it. Or just something of that sort. Like, they can't have you closer. There's something that they're not happy with. But it has nothing to do with you. It has something to do as closeness, as oneness. With the 2 of Pentacles, maybe, I feel like, with the 2 of Pentacles, I feel like they try not to overwhelm you. Like, they love your work ethic so much that they can't really decide which, like, challenge or obstacle to give you first. They don't want to overwhelm you and just pass you everything. Because they feel like you do know your worth with the Empress. So they kind of just come to you. Like, they don't want to overwhelm you and then your creativity kind of like dry out and all this and that. You know, they don't want you to get worn out. They do want to take care of you. But it's like they still kind of have to strictly say it's still work. So they still have to pass you something. And sometimes it is kind of tricky, but it's like they're hopeful that you'll still make it through, that you're still going to be optimistic about the situation. Because they do see you very highly. They try to not come around you too much either, because I feel like with the Lovers in reverse, like, they say you as, like, they think you're so much of a good team player that, like, if they could have an assistant, it would be you. You know what I mean? If you could take some off of their plate, or if someone could, they would choose you. They would love it for it to be you. Yeah, because, like, over here they are coming from more of an emotional state, but it's like with the Lovers in reverse, it's like they block it off. But, like, if you look over here in the exact same position as the Lovers on this side, you have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess talks about knowledge, you know, intelligence. It has nothing to do with, like, the heart space, really. So it's like, they feel for you. They want to get to know you personally, but at the same time, they don't. They block themselves. They really like you, though. But that is all I'm seeing for you, pile number 3. If this reading resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really does mean a lot to the channel. If you want to book a private reading with me, the link is in the description at BlazedGoddess.com. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Bye!